Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Hacking Self-Storage. It is Thursday morning, and what we're talking about today is insurances, how much we're charging for insurance, the minimums, and all gravy stuff like that. Because it's Thursday, hopefully, I'm waking up this morning, winning an award, because obviously awards dinner was last night. Hopefully I've won, Angela's won Best Manager, and Best Supporting Role, Best Container Site, and Best Independent as well. So hopefully we've won all three. I'll take one. So who knows? Right, so let's get on with it. So insurance price guide. So we've recently, I should tell you the background behind this. We've recently increased our insurance prices. And the reason why we've done that is because, one, our premiums are getting more expensive because there seems to be more theft, there seems to be more fire, and the insurance companies are putting up the policies. I know that many people I speak to are having this same problem. I know one big company, I'm probably not allowed to say who it is. It's come from many different sources. So a cumulative of sources have told me this. So it's not any one person who's told me anything about this. So I don't want anyone to get in trouble. And I know one big company who now can't have insurance because of certain things that's happened in their sites. And it's a big company. And do you know what? This could be the way of the future. I don't know if this is going to impact every self-storage company, or if it's just that one self-storage company, or if you claim too much, then it's problematic. I was also talking to somebody else as well. I haven't got his permission to say it, so I'll be very vague. I don't think he'll have a problem with it, but again, I only like to share stuff I've got permission to share. But basically, some other self-storage owner has now said to me, listen, to protect our insurance, what we do is if there's an insurance claim, we'll personally settle it ourselves rather than going for the insurance company, because we don't want we want to keep the insurance, and number two, we don't want our policies to go up and just increase all the time. So we've got to be mindful of that. So sometimes you'll have to understand that it's not worth going through the insurance. If it's maybe a £2,000 claim, maybe just pay it yourself, because it's not worth going through the insurance companies, because your policy might go up more than that £2,000, or you might need to claim a £10,000 insurance policy, and so you don't want too many policy claims on your policy, insurance claims on your policy. It stands to reason. So there's one company that I know of now, and they're selling insurance, but they're wording it differently because they're insuring everything themselves. As far as I'm led to believe, I haven't spoken to anybody high up in this organization, but that's what I'm led to believe that they're doing now. They're insuring their own belongings because they're not allowed to take the insurance. They can't get an insurance policy, basically. And so what they've done is they've increased their insurance prices. And so what we've done, obviously, we monitor all the big companies. We monitor loads of different people because we want to know best practices. Ultimately, I want to earn as much fucking money out of this industry as possible while treating the customer respectfully. That is ultimately what I want to do. Why wouldn't I? We're in a capitalist country, and I want to earn some money. So I want to know the best practice so I can implement them in my site and make sure we create the best and most revenue for me and my family and the people who are in our team. And so there's nothing wrong with that. So we literally try and find out as much information what everybody's doing, and then we think sometimes that's rubbish, we're not going to use that. That's good, that's great. Oh my God, let's implement that. There's loads of stuff that we're implementing all the time. We're constantly iterating and improving. And hopefully I'll look back in a year's time and think, holy shit, the way you did things a year ago was absolutely bullshit. And so with insurances, that's why we've changed. And so I wanted to share with you, because last time we updated the insurance, we were charging differently. So if anybody's going through and searching my insurance prices, then it'll be different to what they were previously. So I want to update it, and so you've got the latest on what we're doing. So 25 square foot, the minimum you can have is £3,000 insurance, and that is £5 per week now. 50 square foot, the minimum you can have is £4,000 and worth of cover, and that's £6 a week. Now, for me, by the way, I want to increase these minimums, but I've took advice from the team. And listen, you're not always right as a CEO, as the boss, as whatever you are. I hate the word boss, but ultimately, you've got a team there. They speak to the customers more than you do, and sometimes you'll disagree, and sometimes you'll think, oh, do you know what? Yeah, you've got a great point there. So they did actually tell me, look, it's going to be harder to sell, because if we're stating a minimum that's quite high, then the overall package is going to be looking expensive. So just be mindful of that. And by the way, I'm not one of these people who think you should just hit people with their insurance. I went on a training day once, and they told me that you shouldn't tell your insurance prices until they're actually sat in front of you signing the contract, because then it's harder to get away. I wish I was more confident then, because what a load of bullshit. I'd called them out for saying that. You can't do that. That's manipulating the circumstances and manipulating the customers. We don't do that. We don't want, I don't recommend anybody do that. We've got to be fair to our customers, because ultimately their word of mouth can make or break, not break a company, but it can make you a very, very successful entrepreneur, business owner, or it can make you a mediocre one. And we've got to, it's just nice to be nice as well and treat people how you want to be treated. So never hide your insurance prices. Especially don't hide them, and then when they're all sat down, oh, by the way, we haven't told you, but you need insurance. What? So there's extra. It just feels like someone's clocked you on the chin, doesn't it, without even looking. So minimum 50 square foot, I think I've said this, is £6 a week for £4,000 worth of cover. 75 square foot to 100 square foot, our minimum cover now is £5,000, and that's now £7 per week. £7,000 worth of cover used to be £7 a week, so we've increased that as well. 125, 150, and 175. So anywhere between 125 and 175. Our minimum is £7,000 worth of cover. I think that's fairly cheap. If you're taking a 125 square foot room or 175 square foot room, there's going to be probably more than £7,000 to replace the belongings there. Anyway, that's £8 per week. 200 square foot. The minimum you can take is £12,000 worth of cover. That's £10.50. 250 square foot, the minimum you can charge is £13,000 a week, and that's £11 a week charge. Sorry, £13,000 worth of cover, not per week. 300 square foot, the minimum is £14,000 worth of cover, and we charge £11.50 for that. 350, 400, the minimum is £15,000 worth of cover, and we charge £12 for that. Let's have just got a note here. Anything above 25,000. Oh, so basically, if you're insuring anything over 25,000, then that needs to be referred because they want to know what's in it, jewels. They want to know a little bit more, because obviously 25,000 is a hell of a lot of money. So if you've got taken anything more than 25,000, which we have done in the past, then they want to understand why and what you're doing. £16,000 worth of cover, we've charged £12.50. Basically, it goes up in increments of 1,000 and goes up in increments of 50 pences. That's what it goes up until we get to the £30,000 mark, where it goes from 25,000 is £15.50 per week. It goes to 30,000, which is £18 a week. 35,000 is £20.50. 40,000 is 23 quid a week. 45,000 is £25.50, and 50,000 is £28 a week. I've got some other notes here. The outdoor units, we've got a 40 square foot unit. The minimum there is £3,000. The 80 square foot, the minimum is £5,000, and the minimum for 160 square foot outside is £7,000. I've just checked. They all align with the figures I've told you for indoor self-storage. Right, guys, girls, I've got to go. I've got to get my hair cut because I'm at a awards dinner tomorrow night and I want to look beautiful. It's going to take some time. All right, guys, girls, love you, appreciate you, and I'll see you tomorrow when we're talking, I don't fucking know. I ain't got a clue. We're talking something good, though, obviously. And I still need to go through the rest of the SSA report as well, which is awesome. I love doing that, but trying to find the time as well. All right, guys, girls, love you, appreciate you, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. See you soon. Bye.